I was seriously overweight, when I was struggling with obesity, I genuinely thought that my weight was the reason for all the unhappiness in my life. Everything that was bad in my life was because of my weight. Didn't have a boyfriend, it was because of my weight. Didn't get the jobs I wanted, it was because of my weight. Suffered very badly with depression, it was because of my weight. You get the picture. So basically, I blame my weight for everything that was bad in my life. And I genuinely thought that if I lost weight, everything was going to be great. Everything in the garden was going to be rosy, and I was going to be happy. And that was something I had never been, happy. It doesn't quite work like that. It's interesting, actually, because just in the last few weeks, people have been saying to me, my goodness, you just look so dinky. That was one word that was used. And, Mel, there's nothing of you. You're just so tiny now. And I'm like, am I? Because intellectually, I know how much I weigh. I know that I weigh less now than I did when I was 11 years old. I can look in a mirror and see, goodness me, I am a lot slimmer than I was. But I'm always shocked when I get into a size 10 or a size 12. I'm like, my goodness, it fits me. When I go shopping for clothes, I automatically pick up at least a size 16, often larger. And I'm kind of dumbfounded when I like, oh gosh, that's huge on me. I mean, body dysmorphia is where you can't see it. You can look in a mirror and you actually see something different to what's really there. You see a fat person rather than seeing the image being reflected back to you. I don't do that always. I don't feel thin. I think there's a big difference there. I don't really see a dinky or tiny or wasted away person. When I walk down the stairs, I feel like a heffalump, literally clomping down the stairs. When I sit down, I feel these rolls of fat that may well be intellectually more loose skin because I've lost more weight, but all I can feel is rolls of fat. This is something that comes up such a lot with so many people that reach out to me. I've lost all this weight. Why do I still feel fat and ugly, as so many people have put it to me? And indeed was a term that I used myself about myself, fat and ugly. And it got me thinking, why do I feel so different to my own reality? I'm not a stupid person. I know that what my scales say. I know what clothes I'm wearing in terms of size. So how can I still feel so fat? I realised after an awful lot of research into this and where it comes from that we've already discussed in the past that our brains are there to protect us. Our brains build up patterns of dialogue we use, patterns of behaviours that we use and have used for many, 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 many years. So in the last 22 years that I've been trying to keep my weight off, I already had 40 odd years where I was telling myself that I was fat, I was ugly, I was heavy, I would never sit on anybody's lap, I was always frightened I wouldn't be able to squeeze through a space.